All right. Counting down. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Charge Shot Gamescast. In case you couldn't tell by my terrible voice, I am not Ben. I'm sorry. Um, I am Justin, your host for tonight. Ben is out. Send him your well wishes and everything. He could use it. But he's taking the week off, and we're respecting his space. So I am joined, as always, by my better half, Tyler.
I thought I was the worst half, Justin.
It switches depending on my mood.
I suppose it does.
And first time guest, Thomas.
Hey everybody, they let me out of room 42D to come onto the show.
What?
It's the boys thing, don't worry about it.
Oh yeah,
I was
the
worried.
asylum thing they have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I looked up the room number so I could be smart and do this intro.
And then I didn't get it.
Just when you thought you were out, we pulled you back in.
We're talking about it's his first time on the show. First time, long time.
Yay. Welcome back, my bro.
Yeah. So yeah, we brought Thomas in kind of as a last minute third chair because tonight we are making our E3 bingo card that we talked about last week, and I wanted to have a third voice for that, so we can come up with some better ideas. So we will do some brief.
So you got me? That's like a bad idea.
No, you bring different ideas. Like you touch a genre of games that none of us really do, namely Picross.
Fuck yeah,
Yes,
Picross.
We're
not gonna get one
genre.
We're not gonna get one this E3 because one just released in April, so
okay.
it's not gonna be on the bingo card,
They're
unfortunately.
probably gonna announce a big ass DLC for Picross though. You never know.
Just
Yeah.
a mega pack.
I was gonna make
DLC mega pack with all the future DLCs that will be announced later in the year.
I was gonna make Picross our free spot because I figured that's a shoo-in. um, so anyway, we are briefly going to touch on some game stuff because we still like to talk about the games we've been playing and whatnot. But there really hasn't been any news because it's kind of that lull before E3. A lot of it's just like pre-E3 leaks. So we're not going to bother. We'll have a whole week of E3 coverage next week. It'll be great. You'll get all the news you want. But for now, because I am hosting, I will kick it over to Ty for games.
I honestly haven't been playing a lot, honestly. I've still been grinding on Digimon Story for the most part. I've gotten Thomas's Digimon up to Omnimon, so that's pretty hype. And
Is he voiced by J.K. Simmons?
God, I wish. That would be a much different show if that was the case. But yeah, speaking of that, I also got Kale verified esports up to Susanoo-amon, which is the other big badass fusion between a dinosaur and a wolf. So yeah, that's been pretty cool.
All right.
Aside from that, I've been playing a few matches of Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown, which literally just dropped the day after we recorded the last episode. And it's free on PS Plus if you have a subscription. So if you want, try it out because it's free and it is fun as heck. Like, I've been learning a bit. I played a few matches online with my boy Jackie Bryant because he is literally just human Sonic, and you can't convince me otherwise. It's really simple to learn, but hard to master, as Ben explained last week. But yeah, I'm doing a bit of that. Virtua Fighter's fun. You should check it out if you haven't already, and if you're mildly interested. And that's all I've been doing.
Cool. Thomas, fill us in on the last 3 months of what you've been playing.
Yeah, so I'll start with the medium because that's actually a game that I play that isn't a persistent online game. What do they call those, live games?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Games of
So I've been
service?
playing. Yeah, I'm probably about halfway through on the medium. And I really need to get back to it, but I've been really enjoying it. I'm finding that the mystery and the intrigue of the story is what's driving me. it's they very, very quickly gloss over your background of like how you got your powers. You're just some kid from an orphanage that that brought in to a funeral home, and you get a call saying that I can't remember what it was, but you need to come up and check out this place. You go there, you find out it was like a getaway place, like a vacation place, and then you find out like you can actually see dead people.
Like J. Lee Joel Osment.
Yep. And there's
Spoilers.
some sinister stuff that happened between the some of the people that ran the place and some kids and stuff. So yeah, it's been pretty cool. It's actually been really scary. It's one of the few games that actually scare the shit out of me, because when I play scary games, I normally don't get super scared, but this one has scared me quite a bit. I like the way that they handle the walking between two different planes of existence. So like one is kind of basically like hell, like it's another dimension, but it looks like hell. And then one is like the material plane, and every now and again it'll split. Like there'll be like a split in her psyche, and like she'll freak out and stuff, and you'll be in two different places at the same time. And then where you're walking in the real world will affect where you're walking in the other world. And there's times where you can actually just go straight into the other world on your own, so you don't have to worry about what you're doing in the material world. It allows you to go places where you couldn't go before. And I got to the part where they started doing things with mirrors. Like you go through this mirror using a specific key that you pick up. I won't say what it is because I don't remember, but it's like a memento. And yeah, you're trying to free souls. Like where I am right now, I'm trying to free souls to move on to the next area. But there's this like psychopathic killer that's trying to find me wherever I go. I have to like juke him out and stuff. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to finishing that up when I get the chance.
So it sounds a little more free roam than I expected. I kind of assumed it was more like just kind of a Resident Evil.
It's pretty linear, like where you go.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's probably what you expect. It's not an open world at all or anything like that.
If it gets a sequel, would it be called The Large?
Can we kick him from this podcast? Do I have the power for that?
No, you don't. We can politely ask him to leave, but I really don't want to find another last minute guest.
So yeah, I played the Vault of Glass raid for Destiny 2. That was you had to be a Destiny 2 part of this podcast with me on it, right? So
Isn't that an old one?
Yeah, that's actually the first raid that they ever made, was the Vault of Glass. They remade it for Destiny 2. It was the raid for the season. A lot of Destiny 1 players came back and played the shit out of it. They love it because, Destiny 1. I played it and I'm like, it's like a bottom tier raid for me. I don't know, man. You can really tell that it's an old ass raid because there's literally only 2 rooms that you stand in for most of the encounters. There's like a maze between the first and the second room, but that's pretty much it. So there's not a whole lot of variety to the raid. The last room looks badass because it's just a bunch of like triangles and glass and stuff. It looks cool, but geez,
if it's like it was originally, like I played that raid back. What was that, Destiny 1?
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. And like it's got a terrible like hold the zone spot to open the door into it.
Yep.
And then like some really bad platforming across like disappearing platforms. And later on, like I don't think I got to it once maybe. Later on there's like you get chased by these ghost things through a maze, and like it's not good.
Guardians. Yeah. No. They actually changed it up this time. They made it a little bit harder. Because I remember people talking about that. In the first one, all you had to do was kill oracles as they spawned in.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, you actually have to keep track of like which one spawns in first, and then kill the one that comes in first, and then, sequence.
Weird.
Some people don't like that change. I guess because they suck at video games. I don't know.
They need to get good.
Hot
Yeah,
take.
you need to get good. I'm sorry, this raid is just—it's so easy. Like you can do it in your sleep.
Even I can
Compared,
do it, and I don't play Destiny.
right. Um, like literally, there's like maybe 3 or 4 roles that like do pretty much nothing. You just shoot stuff. It's just like since the other raids have come out, there's been actually fun puzzles to them. Like Last Wish is the best example to that because every encounter is basically a boss fight, except for maybe the last one. Yeah, the Queen's Walk, but that's just kind of ending the raid. And they're like intricate too. They're like there's puzzles to figure out. Like there's time mechanics where you have to like figure things out under pressure. And it's like I don't know. I find that a lot of fun. But this first, I don't like Vault of Glass, and I barely run it. Whenever my client asks for one, I'm like, if you guys really need another person, I'll come in. But yeah, I'm
Maybe
not a
they
fan.
brought it back to remind people how good it's gotten. It's like every time you complain about Destiny 2, we're going to bring a Destiny 1 raid back.
I think it's just because of the nostalgia of people. Like a lot of people love the first raid, and they're just trying to get in the good books with people since they've like screwed up the like they've had a lot of backlash with some of the mechanics that they brought in, like the transmog. Like they limit that to like you're basically just getting there's like 3 currencies for the transmog. All right, the first currency you earn that every like literally 2 minutes or so. You need 150 of those. And then yeah, this is the whole mess. I don't want to get into
So
it.
they're trying to recapture the lightning in the bottle from the first raid, yeah?
I think so. They did make it better though. There's like again the changes that they made to it that I like it. Like I don't like any of that raid except for maybe the last encounter, and that's because they actually made some changes that are fun. But yeah. So that's gonna be it for my Destiny talk. Other than that, I'm dipping my feet into Elder Scrolls Online. A couple of clanmates of mine have been playing some of that. I think the strongest thing to say about Elder Scrolls is that it's fully voice acted and the writing is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
The fetch quests feel like important.
Yeah, they don't feel like fetch quests. They like it's basically go in here and kill a bunch of stuff, and like then you talk to a guy in there, and then he tells you like, oh, there's some crazy shit happening, and then you have to come back out, and then they send you to another area. But the writing is really good. Like for example, I think it was in Glenumbra. It might have been somewhere else, but the Bloodthorn cult was meddling with necromancy, so you have like all these ghosts and undead, like their rest has been disturbed, so you try and help them out. And there's a few quests around there where you find some of the ancestors and you talk to them and stuff. And it's like I don't know, it just feels like a real world to it. I've the skills that I've gotten. I'm playing like a dragon knight, I think. I have a lot of fire powers, and that's been a lot of fun. Were you gonna say something?
Just said nice.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Because dragon.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun playing that. Of course, been playing a lot of Monster Hunter, both World and Rise. I'm sure Ben has talked a lot about Monster Hunter on here. But yeah, I've been enjoying it quite a bit. Now that I'm going back to work, I'm usually hunting a monster per lunch break. So I've been doing that. I almost have a fully upgraded Ice Sword. The gameplay in Rise, I like it a lot more than World just because it's so much more fluid. You can really tell the leap that they made from World to Rise in terms of gameplay.
I can see it.
Yeah, it's just a lot more fluid. There's a lot more things you can actually do. There's like a lot more skills that are in Rise than there are in World compared like with your weapons. But World is just so pretty. It's just so pretty and it's so big and it's like it feels like this giant world of like monsters that are unknown. It's I'm liking both of them.
It's funny how people thought Rise was going to be like downgraded because it's on the baby console.
Well, graphically it is, but like I mean, gameplay wise, it's not. It's a lot better, and I'm looking forward to seeing that coming to PC. I know there's no chance in hell that's gonna happen, but I hope Capcom is thinking of
Maybe it's something that they'll announce at
Cro-
E3. Who
of a
knows?
of a cross save or something like that.
I mean, No More Heroes just came to PC, so who knows?
Oh,
Yeah,
damn,
but
really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Or
but I'm
this
hoping
week
for
at
a
least. I don't know
cross
if it was
save
today, but yeah.
because I don't want to regrind all the stuff that I've done already on the
Mhm.
Switch on the PC. And if it doesn't come with a cross save, I probably won't get it.
That's fair.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing. I'm playing some other stuff like Valhalla, but I had to take a break from Valhalla. It just felt like the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, that's Assassin's Creed.
There's so much different. Like, wait, I came off of Odyssey though, but like Odyssey just had so much more going for it. There was like, it just felt like a big, like you felt like you're actually in Greece, like throughout the country, like going from place to place. This feels like it's just the same place, but maybe they actually accurately captured England back then, and England was just boring as fuck.
It probably was.
Yeah, I had a
yeah.
survey
Like, dealing
emailed
with
to me the other
bubonic plague
day.
and shit.
I had a survey emailed to me the other day asking my opinions on Valhalla, and I was just like, "You don't want to know." I'm not going to
Yeah.
fill out this survey.
And you dropped off before you even went to England.
I know, it was disappointing.
Yeah. The skills aren't as good. I got a couple good skills like that I use, but this is just one or two over and over. It's not fun. Odyssey felt fun. This is not fun. But yeah, that's it. That's all for me.
Cool. All right, so I've played other things. Like I finally beat all of the Ratchet and Clank games. Woohoo! I can finish my last video, but I don't want to talk about that. I like the day after the last podcast, I got into the closed beta for the Final Fantasy VII First Soldier mobile game. So I played that a little bit last week, but like pretty much just enough to get first impressions for a video because it's rough.
Yeah, it looks rough.
Yeah, so this is a battle royale game set in the Final Fantasy VII universe. Like you drop down in Midgar, and like the different like city zones and stuff are like Don Corneo's mansion and the Sector 7 slums and the train graveyard, and like it's cool to visit those areas and kind of see them like recreated on this map and everything. But aside from the novelty of it, there's just not a lot to grab onto. Like nothing feels very good to do in the game because you can pick up like materia and summons and things like that, but they're mapped to just like touchscreen buttons in the middle of your screen that are fairly small, and everything else is also touchscreen. Like you can use a controller, but the controller support's pretty limited, right? At least for the beta. So it's kind of chunky to play in the first place, and then there's so many buttons on screen that like it just feels slow to do anything other than shoot, because shoot is like on an auto fire system where you move around, you point your reticle, and when it like reaches a person, it starts shooting. Like you don't have to hit a fire button or anything. But then if you want to switch over to melee combat, it like gets rid of the fire button, so like it won't do that auto fire anymore until you pull your gun back out, which is another button in the middle of the screen. And you can't like auto melee or anything, so like you're kind of at a disadvantage to use your melee unless you have a controller and can like just hit a button to do melee. But yeah, so you can find like item crates and stuff around the field that have like potions and like accessories, which are kind of cool, that do different things like nullify explosion damage or something like that. And like I said, magic. There's ice, fire, lightning, cure, like kind of the basics. And every time you find another one, it like levels up that materia. So it's all like really cool systems. And you can also like there's 4 different classes you can choose between. There's like the warrior, which is mostly melee focused, the sorcerer, which buffs some of your magic abilities, the ranger, which makes enemies easier to see like in your scope and stuff, and the monk, which I don't really know what it does. I didn't use it.
Does the monk have the big mustache?
No, I assume it's got some big mommy milkers, um, but anyway, yeah, like the classes don't feel terribly substantial, like in their abilities and stuff. Um, but like you level them up and kind of get some alternate abilities that you can like take in your loadout. So it's possible there might be some better ones down the road, but I never really felt the need to use the abilities in the first place. It kind of just decides like what weapon you bring into combat. But yeah, running around and shooting felt okay because that's normal. Like Fortnite and PUBG Mobile and stuff, they already do that pretty well. But it's all the Final Fantasy VII stuff that they threw in there that feels tacked on to the Battle Royale system. Because I wanted to like it. Like, there's some neat things at play there and some good concepts that just aren't fully realized. And I think a big part of it is because it's a mobile game. So, like I said, everything is touchscreen controls.
I feel like this is a game that the Shinra Corporation would actually pump out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this became a minigame in Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2.
And then another minigame comes out made directly by Palmer, and it's just going to space.
Mm-hmm. But because it's on mobile, like the UI is a mess. There's so many buttons on it. And so like even on my fairly large phone, I kind of had a hard time like seeing anything around me, especially when you get your fingers on there, to aim and move and stuff. The one nice thing is it kind of gives you like a bit of a circle radar around your character. So like if someone's coming up on you, you see footsteps like off to, a direction. Or if there's a treasure chest nearby, you see like a chest icon off in a direction. And you can kind of follow that and it like, it shifts the reticle around you as you get closer. And like that's way better than like a traditional, up in the corner type radar that most games have. You've still got the minimap up there, but like I found that really useful. But like it doesn't make up for the fact that it's just not that great to actually initiate combat with anyone. And like the magic needs to be aimed, but you're already like moving the aiming reticle to shoot and stuff. So you don't really have that much control over where the magic goes. So it ends up being kind of useless. And yeah.
Imagine the magic being like the rock from Friday the 13th on NES. Just lob it over people.
Oof. Yeah, pretty much. Like the only ones I really found useful were Blizzard, because it just kind of drops down like an icicle that like acts like a turret, basically. Like a, an auto-aim turret. And then Cure, for obvious reasons.
Gotta have Cure.
Yeah. And like that's actually nice because if you play in teams, like it does kind of an AoE cure. So like if you get your team close together, you can heal everyone at once.
Kind of reminds me of the cure spell from Kingdom Hearts 2 specifically, because that also has an AoE effect.
Yeah, kind of. So yeah, like the problem is there's some really cool things in there, and like I think this game could be great if it was on like consoles and PC, where you could have full controller support and like full screen on like a computer monitor and that kind of thing. Yeah. And it just kind of sucks that they're putting all this effort into something that's a trash mobile game.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'll see. Like it's still going to be free to play when it comes out. So maybe I'll compare the actual release to the beta. But I was a little disappointed with the closed beta preview, I guess, that I had. And like I was in the subreddit and a lot of people felt the same way with like the terrible UI and stuff. So maybe after the beta's over, they'll like put out a survey or something for everyone that's participated and we can get some of that stuff changed. We'll see. But aside from that, I wanted to briefly talk about Fuser. Friend of the show, DJ Stormageddon, occasionally gets to perform on the platinum stage, which basically means like the Fuser account and everything, like tweets out the stream, and like he's part of a group of people that are all like performing on that in that set or whatever. And so I finally got to actually watch him because he's been talking about this game forever. Like he was talking about it pre-release when he was on the show last time, and I never really understood it, but it's really cool. Like it's from the same people that made Rock Band. So
Yeah,
Harmonix. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember their name. I was vamping for time. um, and like instead of needing a bunch of peripherals and stuff, it's just like it's very intuitive controller support, where you go between um, different songs, and like each button on the controller corresponds to like an instrument for that song. So like you might hover over All Star, Smash Mouth. Why not throw that one out there? You can hover over that and do vocals. And like if you hit the vocals button, it drops it into the vocals track. And you go over to another song like Bad Guy by Billie Eilish, and you drop down like the guitar button for that or something, and it drops it down to the guitar track. And you're basically making like kind of a DJ mix out of the various songs by slotting them into different instrument groups. And each song has 4 categories, which is basically vocals and then some other instrument or some other instruments, like piano, synthesizer, guitar, drums. It varies depending on the song. And I'm sure there's some that don't have vocals, but I didn't notice. And you want to drop the songs in at a certain time to kind of hit the downbeat, so like it sounds seamless like it would on a DJ track. And like it's a pretty simple thing to understand, but like the art of it is really satisfying, because like especially I really like the switching out of the vocals. I got the demo of the game to try it out, and I'm gonna grab it, but I want to get it on Switch so I can like take it to people's houses for parties. When we do that again. And so I haven't bought it yet, but in the demo it kind of shows you like dropping down the tracks and stuff, and you can actually like hold the button and like drag it on and decide where it drops, and like it'll show you kind of a beat counter. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, and like you can drop it at any time, but since you're holding it over the track, you know exactly when it's going to hit. And so it's that that whole meme of like waiting for the beat to drop or whatever. It's like you're controlling that, and it's so satisfying
when you drop the bass.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's a like pretty much everything sounds good. Like the songs they picked are just built to sound good together, but the way that you're mixing it all, it's just it's really satisfying. I don't know how else to explain it. But like I was watching his set and just kind of like just vibing out. Like it's a good thing to just like listen to, even as an audience member. And then I tried the demo myself, and I was like, this is really easy to sound professional. Like it's kind of surprising like how intuitive the mechanics and stuff are. And he even said, he's like, you don't have to be a DJ to appreciate the game. Like pretty much anyone can make a good mix, but like it is a good tool for DJs to practice their skills. So it's a really neat thing.
So you're gonna be the next Girl Talk?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, he was a mashup artist. He was like the biggest mashup artist that I could think of.
Apparently not.
Yeah, I don't know any off the top of my head, so I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. What about like DJ Khaled? How about that? He's actually got DJ in his name. No?
No.
All right. Well, whatever. Let's jump over to our bingo creation. We'll take a quick ad break because we're not going to have news, so we might as well do it now.
No.
And I will set up the bingo card while we're doing that.
Is it gonna be on stream?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, like how the news is usually set up, it's the bingo card instead. Also, thank you, Tim Button, for subscribing. I appreciate it. I try to not focus on the chat too much during the podcast because this will be put out to the world. But we're in ad break, so whatever. Also, the game is coming to mobile. That's literally the only place it's going right now, unless you mean if it wasn't released on mobile. That might have been a typo.
I kind of assume it was only on mobile.
Yeah, right now it's only on mobile. Okay. So I did not look at the time when the ad
You're
started.
good.
Oh, okay, cool. I guess you saw an ad then.
Yep.
Good to know. I never like. Obviously, I wouldn't see an ad on my own channel, but
Yeah.
like I wish there was like an actual like countdown on the ad button on my Stream Deck, but there's not.
Yeah, on the Stream Deck, yeah, but on the dashboard it actually does.
Yeah, I don't have the dashboard pulled up.
Yeah.
All right, so starting off this bingo card, let me make sure it's right. Yup. What would the free space be? Like a guaranteed reveal.
E3 happens.
I like
was gonna
that.
say Smash reveal, but that works too.
See, I thought about that one first, but I mean, it's not guaranteed. I like E3 happens. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's not
Considering
gonna get
last year-
canceled this year. I promise.
Yeah. Okay. And for the record, like to anyone watching, there you don't need a video component for this part, but it does help. I basically just made a grid in Word so that it's easy to type into and stuff. But when I actually like finish this up and release it for people that want to, play bingo with us next week, I will make it look pretty and doll it up a little bit. It's just right now I
Just
wanted
add
to,
a bunch of MLG ads on it.
yeah, I'm gonna turn it into an NFT. It's gonna be great. But I wanted to make sure that it's easy to type right now, so it's not gonna look fancy or anything. But yeah, so I feel like it doesn't really matter like what order we go in, because this is more like blackout bingo rather than like a direction. So the goal is just to see how many things actually come true. So let's just start in the top left and just go, American reading order.
Okay.
You mean normal?
Reverse manga.
Yeah, reverse manga order.
Which do you guys want to start with companies or like
Yeah, how are we doing
Nintendo stuff first and then I don't know, Justin, you're the host here, man.
I mean, technically this is Ben's idea, but I'm just winging it. Yeah, okay. So, sorry, I was reading the chat because I was saying like I think it'd be fun to include some audience participation too. So I do want to keep in mind what people are saying for this one. I do like Patrick in the chat said Xbox will only talk. Well, sorry, Xbox will talk about Skype on their machine. I kind of like that one.
because of the friggin' Discord stuff that's been happening.
Yeah, like Xbox
Yeah.
will like double down on Skype integration.
On Skype. Oh, that'd be the worst.
Xbox doubles down on Skype
It's
integration.
gonna turn to Skype net.
Like I got a new PC and it came with Skype installed. I uninstalled it. I haven't seen it come back up, but I'm scared.
Yeah,
It's like a horror movie.
could have been a free space.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they had pretty much moved over to Teams, so that's really weird that they're still pushing Skype.
I think Teams is their paid soon. I don't know.
I don't know. That's just what we use at work.
Yeah.
Let's see, and then we can do Smash Reveal like on here, because that's probably going to happen.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But I mean, it's good to have some somewhat freebies up here.
Yeah.
Smash DLC reveal.
They only have one character left, right?
There's two left.
Two.
Two?
Yeah, we don't know what either of the last two are. I don't think.
You think they'll do them both?
That would be crazy as shit, but I wouldn't put it past Sakurai to do something like that.
I think we could get like. I think it's fine just to have Smash DLC reveal on the bingo card, but
Yeah.
I think we could get like full gameplay showing for one character, and then at the end of that trailer is a teaser of the final character.
Like
They
a
did that with-
silhouette.
They
Kinda.
did that with the Dragon Crest Warrior and Banjo-Kazooie in E3 2019, I think it was.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Yeah. that's right.
Okay. Mass Effect gameplay reveal.
That's not happening.
Like the new game. You don't think so?
There's a new game?
Yeah. They teased it. There was like a cinematic trailer last year.
Oh yeah, I remember.
It's
that.
in development. I don't know. I think we'd be more likely to get Dragon Age gameplay than Mass Effect
Didn't they
gameplay.
cancel Dragon Age, and then like made another like they're restarting it or something?
Maybe. I can't keep up with BioWare.
Yeah, I can't either. It's a mess over there, man.
Yeah.
Do we just want to do like BioWare gameplay reveal?
BioWare shows up.
Sonic
Yeah.
Chronicles 2. It's not gonna happen.
Like BioWare shows something. I don't know.
So Dragon Age is still being developed, apparently, according to your chat.
Okay.
So we'll maybe put down Dragon Age, because I think we'll see that before we'll see Mass Effect.
Yeah.
And if it's
Probably.
gonna be, if there's ever gonna be a Mass Effect reveal, it's just gonna be like a title card or something. It's not gonna be gameplay.
Okay. So I'll just do Dragon Age gameplay.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
I see that like it's E3, so a lot of these things are just going to be like this game is shown, but I want to have
Right.
some variety. How about E3 introduces a car? Sorry,
Someone
EA
will
introduces.
No, Xbox will have a car on stage. That's always a thing.
Well, I thought that was
single
EA.
year.
They're gonna drive the car on the stage.
No,
and
they do it
inside
for
is gonna be
Forza.
celebrity.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a Forza thing.
Okay. I'll say Microsoft then. I don't want to do Xbox again.
Yeah.
Microsoft. Microsoft car show. Okay.
I'm actually thinking something for Avengers. They'll show Spider-Man, like maybe not gameplay or like anything like that, but they'll show the model. It's like he's still coming, baby.
Pretty cool.
Avengers finally shows off Spider-Man.
Because we've been waiting a while now.
I know.
Yes, the
But
fuck
they said
versus
he's not
Fantastic
coming for Black
Spider-Man.
Panther. But we also know that like
Yeah, I don't want to say Black Panther because that's like an easy, obvious one.
Right, yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna see Black Panther. I mean, we've seen the model.
Yeah.
We do know that Square Enix is having their presentation and that Avengers is going to be part of it. So I assume
That's
there
good.
will be stuff from the roadmap. So I don't. Yeah, Spider-Man's possible.
How's the roadmap looking? Because I know it's Black Panther, and then I don't remember. I don't know what's after that.
I think Black Panther's the last part of it.
Really? Wow.
Pretty sure.
Okay. All
Because
right.
that's like kind of their Taken King. It seems like it's going to be a slight game refresh.
Yeah. They need a loot overhaul, man.
Very very Sony focused over here.
You want some Sony
the
stuff?
chat.
We haven't talked anything Sony yet.
I mean, yeah,
so.
that's true. Sony fanboy deserves some love.
Didn't they back out like the last year or two?
They are not. I think they announced they're not going to have like a show. So like their games will be there like with third parties and stuff, but Sony
Okay.
itself I don't think is having a first party conference.
They're the
Yeah.
pullout kings.
They already
Yeah.
talked about how God of War has been delayed, and I
Right.
think they're trying to get Horizon out, but
Mhm.
it's not looking great.
Yeah, so maybe we'll stick with like third party stuff for Sony.
What kind of third-party stuff for Sony?
Nier sequel? Oh wait, no. I was thinking that just had a sequel, but that was Neo.
Near Replicant came out, but that's like a prequel thing.
That's
Yeah.
true, and that's not that's like Blue Point or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, Nier sequel.
Yeah, that could be something.
I want to do something a little more vague, like unexpected game sequel, but I feel like that's an easy one.
Listen, there's no such thing as unexpected games anymore. It's all IPs, like
How about
franchises.
just we can do Nier sequel, although I think that's too specific. But how about like dormant franchise revived?
From
Like,
Square?
anyone. Just a
yeah,
dormant franchise.
Sure. Yeah, you'll cover Square and Nintendo with that.
Yeah.
Like if we saw an actual Jack and Daxter reboot, I'd be down for that.
Right. Like something that hasn't, had anything out in a long time. I'm
Yeah.
thinking like Golden Sun in the 2.5D style, or something crazy like that.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Shenmue 4, get
Oof.
out of here.
No Shenmue 4. I
Shenmue
want to
4 is
put
not
Final
too bad.
Fantasy
It
6
doesn't need a
remake on
sequel.
there, but it's not going to happen.
The what?
Final Fantasy 6 remake, but yeah,
Oh.
no.
Oh. Yeah. No.
I wish. Um,
I'm half kind of expecting to see something for Virtua Fighter 6, since they pretty much just put out VF5 Ultimate Showdown like last week, and that's been doing pretty well. So I'd imagine that they're testing the waters on the online and graphical style for that, just so
Yeah.
that they can get a 6 out. It's what they
Considering-
did for Street Fighter 4 back in 2008.
Yeah. Wasn't there also like a bunch of Virtual Fighter teases that didn't turn out to be Virtual Fighter?
I
It was
think
like something
so.
else.
It probably was.
So I could see that.
I mean, I could put virtual, like we could have some wild ones, like just things that are very specific. I'm trying to make it a little easy for credit, but
Gotcha.
they don't
Yeah,
have
make
to
it
all
a
be.
diagonal one. Those are hard.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Virtua Fighter 6
Yeah.
on the diagonal, right next to the free space. Screw you guys.
Yeah.
That's fair. New Nintendo movie.
Hasn't he been working on something?
I think he is.
Yeah, I think that's a new IP he's making. I don't think it's another Death Stranding.
Yeah, I don't
How
think it's Death
about
Stranding 2.
weird Hideo Kojima trailer?
Another weird Hideo Kojima baby game.
See, if this was the Summer Game Fest, I would definitely put on a Hideo like a spot.
Or
'Cause it-
Game Awards.
Yeah.
You don't think you would get E E3?
No, he's too tight with Jeff Keighley now. He's like he'll shun E3 because he's all artistic and stuff.
That's fair.
Did you like it?
Okay, we won't do that one then.
Konami does something with Castlevania.
Ooh, that's
It's just
bold.
gonna be. It's just gonna be another pachinko game.
I'm gonna put something in quotes. Konami does something with Castlevania.
That sounds like an "It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia" episode name.
Yeah. Because, I mean, the anime is ending. So, like, if they want to keep Castlevania relevant still, they gotta do something.
Yeah, man.
He was talking about Zone of Enders, which no one knows anything about. Let's be honest.
It's true.
Well, there was a demo for it in Metal Gear Solid 2, and there's giant robots. That's all I know about it.
I love that we're speaking of, I love that we're getting trailers for games inside other games. That makes me laugh a lot.
It's the inception of video games.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the one was that the one that needed like the whole like fight deck or whatever to play.
No, that was Steel Battalion.
Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause
and then
I
they
know
made a
of
Kinect
that.
game.
Oh god, that's how I remember that game.
Yeah.
They made a Kinect game. It's so funny.
That's hilarious.
All right, let's ramp it up to Nintendo. I'm sure you guys have a bunch of these ones.
Yeah, we don't. Well, I guess we do have Smash DLC.
Well, their Smash DLC, I was kind of thinking that they were going to show something for Breath of the Wild 2. Because I'd imagine that they'd have something at
Yeah,
this point.
I mean that seems like a fairly obvious one, but
Yeah, that's a gimme.
because it is still Zelda's anniversary and all.
Yeah.
Even if they might have forgotten that.
No, they're coming out with that remake where you have to buy the amiibo to make it good.
Wow.
What?
Also, that amiibo is expensive. It's like twice the.
It's like $30 here. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's 2 amiibos in one. I have the friggin' Wolf Link up there. That's two characters. That
Heck,
was
you
normal
can see all my
price.
amiibo in the shot right now.
Yeah. Whatever. Mario Ping Pong. I mean, I can see them doing another like Mario Sports mix with like small titles and stuff in it.
I kind of want to see another Wario Land game, honestly.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
something
been a while.
WarioWare, Wario Land.
Okay,
whatever.
okay. I remember seeing this on Reddit. They've sent out an email recently to people asking how much, like, would you buy a $50 WarioWare game?
Oh yeah, I did see that.
So maybe we'll have a WarioWare.
Would that be
Yeah,
an
we haven't
E3
had
reveal
WarioWare on
though?
Switch.
I mean, it'll be
That
a
seems like
Nintendo
just
reveal.
a Nintendo Direct.
I mean, the Direct is part of E3, isn't it?
Yeah, but like they go all out with the E3 stuff usually.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like WarioWare will show up.
They announced the Animal Crossing board game on the Wii U for their E3, so it's not that out of left field.
That's true. I think they thought that was going to be a bigger deal than it was.
They
Yeah,
really did.
Patrick makes a good point. I'm putting Metroid on here.
Well, yeah, that's a gimme.
My Gatorade Get Hype thing was for actual like gameplay of Metroid Prime 4. I'm going to settle for just Metroid gets screen time.
Anything Metroid. If
Yeah.
there's a Super Metroid remake, that would be cool. But you can't remake perfection.
Like I'm literally calling it Metroid gets screen time because that's all I expect.
Hey man, I'd be down for that too.
There was something else that came up.
There's a lot of spaces here.
Oh, Wario. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say WarioWare. Something with WarioWare.
Hold on.
Wario
New-
Land's more of a stretch, but I would say WarioWare is probably the safer bet.
I could just do new Wario game, like in general.
Sure.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah.
I'm just saying mine is more likely because, you know, there's
Yeah.
an email.
Right.
You're not wrong.
And it kind of feels like that Game Maker's Garage or whatever is like a make your own WarioWare type game.
Yeah.
I'm thinking something crossover. Like, do we keep it generic?
Marvel vs. Capcom 4. That's probably going to be one of the harder ones.
How about just a Marvel crossover game? Because there was
that.
rumors about that like XCOM style.
Yeah, that XCOM Marvel game. Yeah, that.
So I mean that kind of fits that if it's real. If not,
That
I'm
was
sure there'd
wild.
be something.
Yeah, it would.
Marvel crossover title.
It's Marvel, baby.
I was thinking about Bethesda, like
wasn't
like
Starfield
Starfield.
supposed to? Yeah,
Yeah,
supposed to be coming out soon.
yeah.
We still haven't seen anything from that, and it's supposed to come up before Elder Scrolls 6.
How about we do Xbox exclusive Starfield reveal?
Sure.
That kind of keeps it specific, and like separates it from the others.
Yeah. I think they've already said it's going to be exclusive, at least timed, anyways.
Yeah, but like actually revealing it with like information is kind of what I'm meaning. Like, you know, some kind of trailer or whatever.
Yeah. I'm hoping we see something from that soon because I've been playing ESO and I've been having a lot of fun with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We're about halfway. I've been like trying to focus on like the most important ones, but yeah, there's a lot of spaces here.
What's our Sony thing again?
We don't have a Sony thing because they're not going to be
Oh.
there.
God damn it.
We have things related to them, like Avengers, Virtua Fighter 6. Like those are kind of in that field.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Spider-Man, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I hesitate to keep doing Xbox stuff, but I feel like there would be like a new studio required.
They always acquire studios and announce it at E3. They'll buy like an indie studio
Yeah.
that no one's ever heard of. And it's like, yo, check this out.
I have a Xbox
Another
buys another studio.
another Microsoft thing that I really want to see happen is like full gameplay reveal of Fable. But I don't know.
Oh
I
yeah,
also noticed that
I forgot that got announced.
I also noticed that Bandai Namco has a press event on the 15th, so I'm kind of thinking that they might have something for Tekken Cross Street Fighter or Tekken 8. Probably the first one, because I I think they announced that that game is going to be coming before Tekken 8 would.
Do we know that Tekken Cross Street Fighter is a thing?
Yeah, they announced that when they were making Street Fighter Cross Tekken like
That's
9 years ago,
yeah, that's like
and
a pipe
it
dream
was
now.
in development.
Okay. I
Yeah.
don't want to put it on the bingo card because it doesn't seem likely, but I like the
Yeah.
idea of this Microsoft Fight Simulator expansion to space. That sounds really cool.
That sounds pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yay.
I mean, it would basically be like, not Endless Space, Elite Dangerous, but
Oh,
it still sounds cool. Oh yeah, Sega. Ubisoft and Sega have no representation yet.
they'll do something with they'll probably do a new Division 2 expansion because they've been saying they want to support Division 2 a lot more recently. And also, they're not doing yearly Assassin's Creed games anymore,
Mm-hmm.
so we're not getting a new Assassin's Creed.
Would they show one off for next year?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It
Usually
seems like
they
a
announce
trailer or
Assassin's
something.
Creed, like a new one, like in January or so. Like there'll be like leaks or something.
Ooh, new Splinter
New
Cell.
Yeah, new Splinter Cell is a pretty good,
Yeah.
pretty good pick
Yeah, let's do
Cool.
that.
because they
New-
keep like adding him to like all their games, but never making a new one.
right. Because my original thought was like Division crossover event because they've done a lot of those. But I think the
Yeah,
last
they-
one was a Splinter Cell event, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Sam Fisher is the Thomas of video games. He can't just seem to retire, but he still finds himself back in the game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we're due for a new Splinter Cell. Like that's the kind of thing that could thrive in this like post Hitman landscape.
Considering, yeah, and also like considering, Metal Gear Solid isn't a thing anymore.
Mhm.
Like that's the closest thing you'll get to like an espionage like AAA game.
Yeah.
Well, we are getting a new James Bond game.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
Now that
Sega.
Yakuza game, I'd be down for that.
Do you think we'd actually get gameplay footage of that new Sonic game?
Probably not.
Because they just revealed it.
Yeah, if they've learned anything from Sonic 06's abysmal release, they'd hold off on showing anything too early.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that's more of a next year kind of deal, honestly.
Yeah. Well, we already know about Lost Judgment from Sega, so I don't think that would be a surprise.
Yeah, didn't they already say they're gonna make a Dragon 2 or something?
Oh,
it's sold.
maybe. I haven't heard
I think-
anything
I
about
think it-
Yakuza.
Yeah, I think they've said they're gonna make a sequel.
Be down for that.
How about new Sega IP? Because they said like they're, or no, it's Capcom that's doubling new Capcom IP.
Hmm.
I mean,
I'd be
honestly,
down
for
for that.
Capcom, I want to do Mega Man X9, but
Same. The dream isn't dead, boys.
Shenmue spin-off. Get out of here with your Shenmue.
so I don't.
Where
Yeah, I don't
is
know
the
if
mirror.
I don't know if Sega would do a new IP.
Yeah, they don't seem like the company that does that.
Yeah, Capcom
They just
like
keep-
specifically talked about like knowing their bread and butter as well as bringing back dormant franchises and establishing new IPs. So that would be a
Yeah.
safer bet. But Sega hasn't
Yeah.
really said much.
Sega just likes rehashing the same Sonic games over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Sega Retro Collection.
Well, I mean, they already announced the Sonic duology.
I got it.
in
I got
the
it.
Sonic stream.
Okay.
Dreamcast Mini.
That'd be sick.
I don't hate it.
And we're not fucking it up this time.
That would be super sick, and I'd be totally down for it.
Dreamcast Mini, parentheses. And we're not fucking it up this time. Okay. And then I'm gonna do new Capcom IP. We can do Mega Man X9 also, but
Yeah. Make
Yeah,
Axel out of the series.
yeah.
they'll probably make one.
Surprise from Atlas. Oh yeah. Persona 6?
Persona 6 or anything for the new Shin Megami Tensei.
We do have 5 coming, and we haven't really seen much from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's possible that they might show something this E3.
Um,
NFL 2K and Crazy Taxi.
Shin
Crazy Taxi!
Megami Tensei 5 gameplay demo.
Sure.
Yeah.
You gotta throw some freebies on there, right?
Yeah.
Can't make it too difficult.
And then I'm just gonna do Mega Man X9 or new. Would new Mega Man game be safer?
Just do a new Mega Man game.
Probably.
Okay.
I know you want it to be X9, but they've dug into the back catalog and found Legends.
Yeah.
Hey, if they
We'll probably
revived
get-
Legends 3,
And
I'd
they're
also be
making-
okay with that.
A Legends HD pack.
I'd be fine with that.
That would not count for this. I'd still buy it, but it wouldn't count for this.
Well, it's not a new game.
No.
Well, but it's just a remaster of an old game. It's new.
No.
Then it doesn't cost $100.
Just dredging up some old shit that we have.
Metroid Samus Returns is not the same example. I will die on that hill. Clutching
That's
Metroid Samus Returns.
You'll be alone on the hill. It's fine.
With your name and my death note. Another random IP like Catherine. Titanfall 3 isn't in development. They've been focused on Apex Legends.
I'm pretty sure it is. Is just I don't know what that's team like anymore. I don't know
Right.
how big it is anymore. I wish Titanfall 3 was in works because I love Titanfall. I don't like Apex.
I don't want to make any of these too similar to other ones, but I like the idea of just putting like surprise AAA reveal.
A
God,
Godzilla
that's-
fighting game. That would be sick.
That's so vague.
I know, but I
It's
don't
the
know how else
vaguest
to
thing
say
you
it.
Put on here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I guess that's too subjective. Because I'm just trying to think of something like that, that
If
could
this
be
was
Titanfall
if this
3
was-
or...
If this was just the Microsoft thing, I'd just say world exclusive. Just over and over. Yeah.
That should be
I
the
think that's
freebie.
it.
World
I think Ben
exclusive
said
trailer.
last week, but we're due for a new Killer Instinct, and if they use that for that reveal, then I think it would come full circle.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to just predict 2 separate fighting game sequels, though.
True.
I mean, I can put fighting game sequel instead of Virtua Fighter 6.
I would like to see any fighting game coverage on here, honestly.
Mm.
I mean, it's gonna happen regardless, but Virtua Fighter 6 would probably be the cooler bet.
Yeah.
Do they have anything for Street Fighter coming up?
I believe, I don't think Oro or Akira are out yet. I think they recently released Rose, and they still haven't said anything about that last DLC character, so they might have a gameplay trailer and reveal for that last character.
Mm-hmm.
Arc System Works. I think they might say something about the new Guilty Gear that's coming out this week.
That's coming out this week?
Yeah, it's coming out on the 10th.
Wow.
And I think it's early access tomorrow.
We don't have anything Final Fantasy yet. I just
Yeah,
want
that's
to put
true.
that out there.
Well, I mean, we've got the Intergrade coming out as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but 16 is gonna. We're definitely gonna see something for 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems obvious though. Like we've also heard rumors of that, that Final Fantasy Origin game or whatever. Like I don't want to include that because that's been, quote unquote leaked. My thought would be Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier.
Yeah, I would love to see that.
Do we go brave with it and put release date trailer?
That's too bold. It would take at least 5 years.
Teaser trailer, maybe just a trailer.
FF7 R Part 2.
I mean, this is Tetsuya Nomura we're talking about. It's going to take too long for it to come
Can
out.
Can we do Part 2 or next episode trailer, or is that too much?
I think Part 2.
Okay, because I don't know. I feel like they might just keep doing episodes.
If they show the Zolom being impaled by Sephiroth in that trailer, yo.
I would guess we're going to get a similar thing with Part 2 and then an intergrade for Part 2.
I
can see that.
But they do so many character DLCs.
Yeah, but you don't get to Vincent, for example, until later. So
yeah, he doesn't appear until the mansion.
Yeah, he'll be in Part 5 interlude.
I mean, he could be Part 2 because we've got his whole origin stuff in that bad game.
I'm just playing.
We could get a Kate Sith episode, but no one would buy it.
Dirge of Cerberus remake.
Dirge of Cerberus.
He's the worst.
Yeah.
Fuck
all right, I just said for a release date trailer because they always give release dates too early and then they change them 5 times.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true.
But we can do reveal trailer. That's fine. Again, I want to go brave and do the Zelda Oracles remake. But that's definitely not a gimme.
Yeah, it's a bit too far out.
But also we don't want to put ones on here that are probably going to happen because that's an easy bingo.
Yeah.
So as far as Zelda news that would be risky, I mean, we know we're going to get Breath of the Wild 2 stuff. We know they will probably show some more about Skyward Sword HD. It's the anniversary. There's known quantities out there.
Okay, what should we put for EA? Because I don't think we've done anything for EA. Except for maybe the Dragon Age thing.
Yeah, that's true.
But what else do they have?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do they have?
Sports.
Their conference will have cringy YouTubers.
That's good.
It probably will.
Yeah, a lot of this has been games. We can focus more on the actual presentations too. The hard thing though is it's all virtual, so it's not going to be the same experience.
Celebrity cringe is probably a gimme though.
Yeah.
EA conference.
They always have celebrity cringe, and usually someone's high. But the fact that they're not going to have a booth or something, that lowers the odds, I think.
As celebrity cringe. Okay.
Yeah.
Ubisoft eccentric host. I don't remember that.
Oh, they always have an eccentric host. They had Mr. Caffeine. They had Aisha Taylor 1 year, or actually 2 years in a row, I think.
I remember Aisha Tyler being in a few.
Yeah. Mr. Caffeine. Yeah, he knows.
I mean, last year's EA conference, I think, was Greg Miller, wasn't it?
Was it? I don't remember.
Because they have a name for it, right? It's a EA Access or something.
Oh yeah, he was actually really good, and everyone else was terrible.
Yeah. He was playing against awful people.
I remember that one now because you and me covered it. And we barely covered it because there was nothing there.
Yeah. He was great though.
Yeah, he was great. He was the best part.
We're not going to get a DDR game at E3. Come on.
What? Come on.
Konami doesn't do video games.
Right? We already have that, all right? We have that under they do something. So
well, something with Castlevania.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it with this Castlevania because if they're gonna do something, it's gonna be Castlevania.
Right.
Probably.
Watch them bring out like a shooter or something.
We have 4 more spots left.
Is anyone else in chat that wants to chime in?
We don't have anything Ubisoft. That's true.
Do we not?
Rayman 4.
Wait, is Splinter Cell Ubisoft?
Yes.
Okay, then we do. Something with Rabbids?
Ugh.
Like Rabbids appear at Ubisoft conference?
Oh no, they're gonna make a Mario plus Rabbids 2.
I mean, that game was great, so that's
Was
fine. Yeah, it was. It was a lot of fun.
It was okay.
I'm doing it. We can always replace it.
Greg Miller hosted a Final Fantasy conference one time.
He's not, like, the expert on Final Fantasy. That's kind of a weird choice for... He doesn't really do RPGs that much. Okay.
No, he did not do one for 15. Get out of here.
So after we fill this out, I will read through all of them and we can see if there's any we want to replace. But let's fill these last 3 and go from there.
Still feel like we have to fill in something for the Bandai Namco conference.
They have a conference?
Yeah, it says here that they're going to hold a press event on June 15th.
Something with Tales?
Probably a Tales of, probably another anime game, probably something in their fighting game lineup like Soul Calibur or Tekken or something. Maybe a Pac-Man thing, who knows.
Let's go balls to the walls and say a Tales fighting game, like Dissidia.
Like, isn't a new one coming out soon? Because I feel like there's a new Tales game that is on the precipice of releasing.
There's always a new Tales game.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's like a kind of a reboot almost. It's like a next generation of Tales games.
Tales of Sonic.
It's Tales of Arise, I think.
Yeah, I think it is.
Patrick will tell us. He's a weeb. Like that. The problem is, I like the idea of like a Tales Dissidia style game, but I don't think it would happen, so I don't want to put it on here.
Yeah.
Because that's just like, fan wishing at that point. It's not prediction.
I would say there would be something on the Demon Slayer video game that they're making, but I think I just saw a news coverage thing on that game this morning, so I don't think that really counts.
Square Enix says that they're doing a world premiere of a new game from Eidos Montreal, so I'm going to say a new Lara Croft game.
Ooh,
oh, yeah.
That's cool.
New Tomb Raider.
Yeah. Let's do next generation Tomb Raider.
Oh,
reveal.
I have a good one. I have a good one after this one.
Okay.
Halo Infinite reveal or re-reveal, and it looks good.
Okay. That's kind of subjective, but
it doesn't look like trash.
Let's see.
That's going to be the main gimmick on the box. It doesn't look like trash.
Much more polished Halo Infinite gameplay. How about that?
Sure. New Deus Ex. Would you pick a new Deus Ex or a new Lara Croft? What do you think?
I think
Because-
Tomb Raider. They said the Deus Ex is shelved for a while, so I don't see that happening.
Yeah, but then Cyberpunk got really popular, and they could have been making one while it was popular.
That's true.
And then they could come out and be like, yo, we're not screwing it up. It's a hard one to pick, isn't it?
Yeah, another thing that I think would be tough to... Like, it's too subjective, but I like the idea of, is, like, the next title destined to disappoint is revealed. Like along the lines of Cyberpunk, you know?
Yeah, you can mark that one off like 5 years later once it finally comes out.
Right.
Like 10 years when it finally comes out. Well, I can finally check this off.
Bingo!
Because I like the block of text there, but it's not a realistic thing to.
Can I finally get my prize? This is 5 years expired. Damn it!
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the new Lara Croft. That seems to be pretty popular. People like those.
Yeah. Yeah, I already put that one down.
Oh, okay. I can barely see this. It's so tiny.
Oh.
On my screen. On my screen, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, we're not going to get anything Blizzard. They don't really do that.
Yeah, they have their own thing that they announce stuff at. I was thinking that earlier. Yeah.
Let's think of another like conference related thing to end it off on. We've got a lot of game things.
Yeah. How about more? Is there anything more cringe we can talk about?
Probably bad gameplay demos live on the screen.
Yeah, like esports commentator over.
There's definitely gonna be a shoutcaster somewhere.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Shoutcaster reveals new game.
New MOBA. No, but yeah, new game. New game's good.
Shoutcaster reveals new game.
Yeah, there's always a shoutcaster somewhere shouting. It's their job.
Hype man of video
Okay.
games.
So, going from top left down, we've got Xbox doubles down on Skype integration. Smash DLC reveal. Dragon Age gameplay. Hold on. New Dragon Age. That's fine. Microsoft car show. Avengers finally shows off Spider-Man. Dormant franchise revived. Virtua Fighter 6. I guess I should put something else there.
Probably.
Announced. Konami does something with Castlevania. That's probably my favorite.
Thing.
Yeah, okay, never mind. I never mind.
Okay. Metroid gets screen time.
I like that one.
It's good.
Does it count as screen time if someone says that like Metroid's coming, but it doesn't get shown?
No.
Oh,
They
that
call
sucks.
Samus Metroid in the conference. Be that one guy.
No, it has to be like the actual series getting screen time. Because I'm
like
not expecting
Samus...
like actual gameplay necessarily, but like even if they just come up and say, you know, Metroid Prime 4 is in active development, it's coming along well, we just have nothing else to show. Like, check it off. That's fine.
Oh, okay, so it does count. Okay.
Oh, I meant like the developers saying that. I thought you were talking about just like a host talking about the game.
I don't know. Yeah.
New Wario game.
I feel good about that one.
Yeah. Marvel crossover title. Xbox exclusive Starfield reveal.
I like that Xbox exclusive.
Yeah. The free space is E3 happens. Xbox buys another independent studio.
Yep.
New Splinter Cell. Dreamcast Mini. Parentheses, and we're not fucking it up this time. New Capcom IP. Shin Megami Tensei 5 gameplay demo. New Mega Man game.
Heck for anything at this point.
Yeah. FF7 Remake Part 2 reveal trailer. EA Conference has celebrity cringe. Rabbids appear at Ubisoft Conference. What's going to make me really mad is if they do appear, but at Nintendo's conference.
That'd be
Yeah,
hilarious.
Because that wouldn't count.
It would be funny.
Next generation Tomb Raider reveal. Much more polished Halo Infinite gameplay. And Shoutcaster reveals a new game trailer.
I like it.
Yeah. We feel good about this list.
I feel good. I feel good about this.
I feel pretty good too.
I mean, the fun thing about this is like there will probably be some crossover, but like our bingo sheet is different from anyone else's bingo sheet. So it doesn't matter what we put on it. It's like it's unique to us. That's cool.
Yeah.
We're special.
Yeah. All right. So like I said, I will doll this up a little bit. Put our branding on it and stuff, and then share it out. And we can all play bingo next week.
Yeah.
We
print it
will
out,
be.
get your
Yeah.
bingo stamper.
I'll probably keep it digital, but yeah, I mean, you can print it out. It will be printable. That's why I did it
Get your little
on
star
Word, so I
stickers
know
out.
it fits the page. But yeah, we will be doing live E3 coverage. Well, we will be doing E3 coverage next week, and we will be live. We probably won't be like actually, covering the conferences as they happen because we all work. But it will happen, even if it's just like, day one, this is how we thought of it. Day two, this is what we thought of it. Day three, so on.
Mhm.
We're still figuring that out.
Yeah.
We gotta see what Ben is up for too, so that's gonna complicate things. But, yeah. So join us next week for that. And in the meantime, Tyler, where can the people find you?
You can follow me on Twitter at Hey It's That Ty. You can also check the pinned tweet that goes to my YouTube channel, where I do retro video game reviews on old ass fighting games. I also stream games on Twitch every Sunday at 7 Central Standard Time. I've been currently playing through Fire Emblem Three Houses. That's been pretty fun so far. You can also check us out on AtomicSharp.com. Justin and I are doing Atomic Sharp, where we're doing movie reviews for bad asylum monster movies. Thomas, you have no idea what you've been missing on.
I have some idea. I just want to say I apologize to both of you for somehow influencing Justin to do this.
It's actually been
This
pretty
was-
fun, though.
It is pretty fun, yeah. And yeah, that's it for me.
All right, Thomas.
You can just catch me streaming on Twitch at Kane Plays Stuff. I'm gonna be doing more Monster Hunter and community streams. So if you want to play Monster Hunter, Destiny, or even ESO, just hit me up. Sounds good.
Great. And I am at Zero Score on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, all that good stuff. I stream here on this Twitch channel Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Central Time. I actually will be doing 7 p.m. this week because my friend and I are going to be finishing up Ocarina of Time Online come hell or high water. And I think it's going to be doable in like 3 hours. It should be fine.
Yeah.
And then taking next week off because of E3 and everything. And then I think the following week I'm going to start up Final Fantasy VII Remake, like the PS5 edition, the Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. Because I tried to do that before and I couldn't get past that stupid door texture. It ruined it for me.
It fixed it.
They did. So now
Yeah, I saw that. That was amazing.
Yeah, now it's playable, and I kind of want to stream it. But yeah, you can also find us, the collective us, at chargeshot.com, where we have all of our written, audio, video, etc. content. As I've mentioned before, we now have 3 podcast feeds. So there's the Chargeshot Games feed that has this show as well as Voice of the Vanguard. There's the Charge Shot Movies feed, which features Atomic Shot, Atomic Shart, and Cinema Shot, which I think has been released. If not, I can get it up after the show. And we have the Charge Shot Watch-Alongs, which includes the wrestling show that I think Thomas still does.
We haven't done it in a very long time, but as soon as Peacock brings back the content, we'll bring you the content.
Yeah.
Nice.
As well as any other watch-alongs we do for, various things that aren't related to other properties. And I don't remember the rest of this ending rigmarole, so I think that's probably good. You can also find us at The Charge Shot on Twitter, our YouTube channel, where we've got, reviews and the video version of this podcast, which might be useful this week, and various other things. Rate and review us on all of the podcast services, whatever you use. Especially now that we have the 3 different feeds, it's more important to get those reviews in because it probably reset our ratings, I would guess. So
yeah, it's probably all new ratings.
Yeah.
By the way, the games still isn't showing up for Google, so
what the heck?
you guys need to fix that.
I don't know how.
You should probably Google it and find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Google
No,
how to
yeah.
fix Google Podcasts.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. I'm trying not to put anything on Ben right now. But yeah, that's us. Thank you all for watching. I look forward to all the E3 stuff next week. And until next time, stay charged, right? That's...
Yeah, you got it.
Toot-
Good job.
Toodles.
Yeah.
Bye.